Welcome to Celeb Biz, where we delve into the entrepreneurial spirit of your favorite celebrities and, explore how they are managing and navigating the world of business besides their claim to fame. My name is Amele Josu, and today I have a humorist on this show, so I'm hoping that I can manage to keep a straight face all throughout this interview. But he's not just a humorist, he's also a savvy businessman. So today we'll see how the world of laughter is going to collide with, how do you call it, business. My guest on the show is none other than Foster Owusu-Amponsa, a.k.a. Foster Room.
Anus.
Welcome, Foster.
Thank you. I didn't know. You said your name is
Amele Josu.
No, we don't know that. We don't know. We know AKA.
AKA Saminiwa.
I good.
I know, right?
Oh, great new one. I say.
Foster, this is supposed to be a business, so.
Oh, sorry.
That's not what I say.
I'm sorry. Yes. You were saying. I'm not going to speak Chikra. Oh my God.
No, so you are doing English.
English straight.
Yeah.
I'm very sorry.
Yeah. So I want to see the corporate Foster.
That's it. Even me, I don't know where it is.
See, I have to manage, yeah?
I'll try. All right, corporate.
Corporate Foster.
Yes.
I know you as a comedian.
Yes.
A musician. Actor. TV presenter. And TV and radio presenter, yes.
Wow.
And
continue.
Recently, general manager of a broadcasting network.
Yes.
Like EBN.
Yeah.
Aside these things that I've mentioned, do you have any other business ventures going?
Yeah, but not very active. I think they're just, consulting here and there, giving ideas here, selling this, selling that, yeah. But I don't want to bring them out now, but yeah. Yeah, doing some other things on the side.
To keep the pockets liquid, yeah?
You have to. Not necessarily for the money. For me, mostly the satisfaction is part. The whole passion is also part of it. The money is like the reward you get from it, yeah. So money is the last part, but then I love it when I'm doing some of these things.
So I think the day I saw you post that flyer announcing your new role as the general manager of EBN, I was like, hey, Foster, how are you going to strike that balance between you as a general manager and then Foster, the comedian that we know? See how I'm struggling to keep a straight face.
Oh, I mean,
how do you manage to strike that balance?
One is identifying who you are, knowing your strengths. So this is who I am. It doesn't mean that when it's time to make certain decisions, you take that as a joke. Every environment has its culture. So when you are in that environment, you flow with the culture there. When you leave that environment and you have to go to another environment, you observe the culture there, you flow there. So when we are at work, of course, yes. I mean, you can't be all bossy and, with your shoulders high, with your face as a baby,
as
a yeah. No. You try to be a human.
Yeah.
You are not a lord, or you are not lording over them. You are working with them. They are your colleagues. It just happens that you have been made a leader, so that you just lead, and then you go along with them. And then when you have to be on stage, you go on stage and do what you have to do as a comedian. So you just know what to do at what time.
So has there ever been the instance where you're all serious talking business and then people are just watching you and just laughing and like nobody can even take you serious?
Once in a while, and that's because sometimes I chip in jokes when we are having a discussion. So so sometimes you can see the whole shock on their faces that, wow, we didn't know you had this.
Yeah, that
side.
deep,
Yeah, but then it's part of the job. It comes with it. So yeah, we are okay when it happens, as long as you are not disrespected. Yeah, people get marveled when they kind of get marveled. So yeah.
Let's touch a bit on your educational background. I know you're a Pujuba.
That's a bread. That's a bread.
Yeah.
The best school.
Okay, we'll leave it at
Those
that.
who have taken 8 and 9 can't say they are the best school. Oh, hello.
We'll leave it at that.
We just have to give some
No
kids
one is fighting over
candy.
that. We'll just leave it there.
No, the way you are saying you leave it there is like you are
No,
trying.
I'm not saying we are not doing NSMQ today.
Oh, no, I'm just letting you know that you can't use that
well noted
to ascertain that the fact that somebody is better because somebody has taken 8 or somebody hasn't taken 8.
We didn't mention.
That's not a base.
Well noted.
So
well
do you agree that my school is the best school in Ghana?
Very well noted. I agree.
We just had to give some children candy. That's all.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Very well noted. You went into the university. Oh.
Yeah, you were saying.
You went into the university, to pursue a course in accounting.
Yeah,
And
that was
then you you stopped,
Yeah.
you changed, then you switched to theater arts. What happened?
So at that time, I realized the accounting wasn't my thing. I wanted to charter in accounting, so I was reading chartered accountancy. And so we're now prepping ourselves to go take the exams. Then balance it. It wasn't balanced.
The math wasn't mathing.
It wasn't mathing at all. Even the least account I'll bear balance, trading profit and loss near the crowd made them balance it. So it wasn't like I wasn't good at it, but I was struggling a bit. So I realized that this is not where I am supposed to be. And at that time, I loved the arts, but my dad wouldn't want me to just pursue only arts that are adding up. So then I had to do the accounting and then try to pursue the arts. So I think within that, I had the opportunity to participate in the Stars of the Future reality show. Came up second, and then that was what, in a way, convinced him that, okay, let's give this a chance. So it was within that same time that I got admission to go study theater arts at the university. I had to choose between theater arts and accounting.
Yeah.
And one thing led to the other.
You switched to theater.
And now we are living happily ever after.
Okay. I know, right?
Yeah.
So I also know that you did your master's, which was in business administration.
Yeah, marketing options.
So switching to theater arts, someone will just, but why then go back to business again?
So what I love is strategy, strategizing, putting ideas together, selling something, bringing the word out of something. It has nothing to do with mass. So I love marketing.
Yeah.
That side, growing up, I said I want to be a businessman. So every other time I'm talking business, but I'm not talking accounting. And
comedy happened.
So comedy came. Yeah. We had to get that out of the way and then realize that, oh, okay, I think where we are now to be okay to find our way back to what we've always wanted to do. And so, yeah, I took the form, applied with the expectation that I will be, admitted. I even forgot I had applied.
Are you kidding me?
I forgot.
Wow.
I actually forgot. So then I was checking my mail. I was like, hey, it's been a while I checked my mail. So I had gotten the admission the other day. And I
just didn't know.
Here, I didn't know. Until I checked in, I was like a week or two to the closing date. I'm like,
wow.
So I had to quickly go and get it done. And then, yeah, so I did that to also satisfy that side of me.
Yeah.
For the love of the, whole business thing. Yeah. So now I'm a business consultant.
I know, right? Oh, she baddest.
Oh my God. Stop it.
I mean, talk about the fact that you tried convincing your dad in order to, for him to allow you to do the arts. How do you feel when you sit back and see all the jokes people make about those in the arts, talking about, it's usually the unserious people who do art. How do you feel when you hear these kind of jokes? Sometimes
it hurts, but sometimes I take it as they are naive. And I feel we as artists have we should take it upon ourselves to educate the people that there is a lot that goes on in what we do than they see. Because what they see is like building a set. Yeah. They don't see the construction. They see the finished work. So then it looks like, oh, but this is just it. But they don't see the sweat, the rehearsals, you know, the number of sheets you have to scramble to throw away just to get one fine joke. So it makes it almost look like, oh, this one there, everybody can do it. So I think as much as they also have to, you know, come to the realization that there is no job or there is no industry that's easy, we also have to also, you know, let them understand that there are a lot of factors in what we do, or a lot goes into what we do. Yeah.
I mean, you've risen through the ranks and your place of work to the position of a general manager now. Yeah. So what strategies have contributed to your success in climbing this corporate ladder?
No strategy is God.
No strategy whatsoever.
I can't talk about putting down, I will do this, do that. No. I don't. If I've done it, then I've done it unconsciously. But then I would say that for where I am, it took grace.
There was no plan whatsoever. I want to be this at this point in time. I want to be here at this point in time.
But how do you know you'll be general manager at this age or in this? You know, I just spoke to Mr. Listo once, who is my MD. I spoke to him once that, oh, I feel like I can do some for marketing, you know. And that was all. The next thing I heard, he had called me that, you know what, I want you to fill this position. And I'm like, he said, yeah, I think you can do it. So I would say thanks to God and thanks to him for seeing that ability in me. Yeah. But to say that, oh, I had a strategy that at this time I'll go to school. No, I don't. I plan though, but you know, you don't always get it in that. But I would say straight up, it's God.
I mean, talking about the part where you pitched an idea to your MD and he saw that opportunity and, you know, roped you in. Let's touch a bit on building relationships. Okay. As a comedian and as a businessman, it's important. I mean, some hesitate to say that they live to impress, but you virtually do that every day. When you're on stage, you have to impress.
Yeah.
Yes.
Directly or indirectly. You don't have a choice.
So, I mean, tell me, how do you cultivate and maintain your social capital, that relationship, networking, and all that?
First, I would say is respect. Respecting whoever you are meeting, you know, just don't try too much because you don't even know what the person, what the person you're meeting with likes or do not like. Just be yourself. The person will like you, he will like you. If they won't like you, they won't like you. But when you fake it, it takes you to a time, yes, you get to probably rise, but at a time when, you know, a lot is deserved or required from you, because you faked it, you may not be able to maintain it. Yeah, so just be yourself and then let the people like you for what you have and who you are, not for something you're not. Because at the end of the day, that thing will come, you know, knocking at your door and you'll have to prove yourself. Yeah, so for me, that's what I do. I let you know that this is who I am, this is what I do. Yeah. So honest about myself to you, opening up to you. And then we continue the relationship.
Interesting.
My own.
Where from that one?
So, obey madam for no, I my own.
I bet it's so hard to, you know, differentiate between Foster Uzu and Ponsa as an individual or a businessman, and then Foster Romanus as that comedian. So, your brand, Foster Romanus, yeah? Why is it when I mention Foster Romanus?
A lot of things come to your head.
Tell me, how have you crafted your personal brand and how does it align with your business pursuits?
Wow. Oh my God. Can we go for a quick commercial break? So for me, I have positioned myself as that one person who explores every ability he has. He doesn't hide or doesn't. I don't have one face.
Yeah.
I show everything that I have. I try as much as possible to explore. So the Romanus brand is actually one of like a versatile one, one that, you know, is known for many things, which now the business side is part, because he initially was comedy. Then we introduced the element of music in there, and the music became part, and then, you know, some acting came down the line, because that's what we started with actually.
Yeah.
We started acting, so acting also came in. Then we had the opportunity to be on radio, so then we didn't take it for granted. We took advantage, worked hard, and then that also became part. So for me, I have positioned myself as never limit yourself. Find out what other abilities you have, explore it, and then, you know, chase it with all the
zeal and passion and everything you can.
You should be my PA.
I'll gladly do that, man. Once
my
once
God.
the check is huge like that, yeah.
Money is not a problem.
Okay.
Saturday is mine. You know, some money no be problem.
So tell me, I know it hasn't been a smooth ride.
Yeah.
You've had challenges, but then what are some of these challenges and how do you navigate your way through them?
Challenges, we know that we'll never stop having them until we are dead and gone. But then, one of the biggest challenges is the fact that people see you as a comedian all the time and don't want to look at the fact that can there be any other thing apart from being a comedian? So sometimes even when you want to bring the element of, have this ability, that ability, they still have that face of a comedian. But that one, you can't take it away from them because it's you, unless it's not you. So you just have to work hard and prove them wrong. So that's one of the things you do. You just don't give up. You work hard, and then you don't let that get to you. There are people who may say things that will really hurt. Sometimes they didn't mean it. Sometimes they did. But then, it is part of the weight or the load or the you carry when you took that path. So when it comes, you embrace it. It hits your chest, you shake it off, and then you move on.
That's interesting.
Oh my God, stop it.
What are some of the low moments you've experienced? Or which one would you describe as your lowest in your career? Both as a comedian and then business.
Okay, as a comedian, I mean, you know, every comedian's lowest moment is when he gets on stage and doesn't get, you know, the response he expected. And that one, we had a couple of them, but then we told ourselves the next time they hear of us will be better. So then that always kept us going. In business, yes, I had someone tell me, so then, and then I laughed. I was like, okay, fine, no problem. If that's how you see me, I don't blame you for that. It got to me though, but that pushed me to go to school.
Okay.
Because then I realized that, okay, it's because there's nothing to certify that you have that. Because when I say I'm a theater practitioner, I have a certificate to prove that I'm a theater practitioner. So then I can't just walk into someone's office and say, hey, I'm a marketing expert, employ me, or I have ideas, buy it, unless I have something to certify for it. So that pushed me to go to school. And thank God I got the opportunity.
But beyond the certification and you showing, oh yeah, I have the expertise here. How do you manage to win these doubting Thomases over?
By proving them wrong. When they give you the opportunity to present what you have, you make sure you put in your A game. You drop it like it's hard. Yeah. You don't take chances for granted. Once you get that opportunity, you hit it directly on the nail. Every time I ask myself, did I do my best? If whatever I did was my best, I don't care the outcome. That means that I did my best, but probably wasn't up to or known. If I didn't do my best, then I will say, then it's my fault. But if I know that I put in the maximum effort there is or there was to it, then I become proud of myself that at least I had the opportunity to get an opportunity. That means that if I do it more, there is that that I might get 1. If I do 10, definitely I'll get 1. If I do 20, I might get 2.
How do you measure your best?
Is when there is nothing to
Whap him.
what do one said. So for me, I think on my feet. I'm always looking at what other ways. So if you stop me here, I'll go and look for another door. If that door is closed, I'll go until there is no space to open the door. Then I know I'm done. But even that, I'm not done because maybe one day they're squeezing my sleep.
Yeah.
So that door will be
for you to imagine. Yeah.
So I don't give up. I will come back.
Yeah.
But then you may not know when I will come back. But then definitely we will come back. Yeah.
So where do you find the inspiration to, keep your creative juices flowing?
Where and how? At home, the washroom, bedroom, on my bed, my pillow. Sometimes I just go and sit outside, see people pass, see somebody passing. I'm like, I call you crap. What's your name? We just build a character out of the person, connected and there. So, but mostly, it is in the cool of the day when you just sit down, you try to ponder, but you pick like a topic. What can I talk about? And then maybe you want to talk about marriage. What's it about marriage you want to talk about? You just pray about it. I don't joke with that. The prayer. Part, yeah. God is one funny man.
He has the greatest sense of humor, right?
See, I'm because you're fire, but God is our Father. Yeah. We take that inspiration from God. Yeah. Sometimes you read the Bible, there are some passages you read and you're like, that's one funny thing there, Yeah. So God himself is a humorist, so we draw that inspiration from him.
So let's look at the comedy landscape in Ghana. How would you say your role as a comedian? How do you say that role has influenced that sector?
I think we've done our best when it comes to playing a role in there because at the time we're being, we're not part of the discussion. We're not part of anything entertainment. But then, we pushed that. We pressed on. We were determined. And now here we are. It started with there were no comedians in Ghana. Yeah. And then now they had some, but then they were not funny. And then now we have comedians going as far as Rwanda, Uganda, South Africa, UK.
Touring the globe and all that.
Lexi just came from the United States. Jacinta has been to UK. I mean, so I feel in a way we inspired all these people, some way or the other, directly or indirectly. They saw something good in that side and they saw that they could do it. And I think they've done it to their best or better.
So how do you deal with comparison in that sector? Because I know people will try and compare you. Oh, what do you say? The rest are traveling. They are touring here. What are you still doing? Oh, he's no more funny. Oh, he's old. Let's change that. How do you deal with that?
It's inevitable. No matter what you do, there's going to be that. But then all they have to know is that just like football, there are those who score and there are those who defend. Yeah. But at the end of the day, mostly they talk about those who score without paying attention to those. And then there are those who train.
Team players.
Yeah, exactly. So at the end of the day, you have people. It's called in marketing they call it consumer behavior. Exactly. So you can't get a consumer to always like a product. Definitely a consumer will want to change preference, etc. And the only thing is that you, the producer, will make sure that you're producing your best, so that when you get your right consumers, you can serve them with it.
So
I'm being goddamn.
Oh, I know, right? You're killing it.
Oh my god! Stop it.
Oh my days.
Sorry. I didn't mean to. I'm very sorry.
I mean, it's necessary sometimes, yeah. We can't take life too serious.
Yeah. I take it over. I'm serious.
So, with all the knowledge you have in the business side, school, marketing, accounting and all that, how do you approach collaborations and partnerships? and both the entertainment industry and then your business as well?
It's made me realize that that's one important way to grow as a brand, collaborating and partnering, because definitely there will be others who may have what you don't have.
Yeah.
And you need what they have to complement what you have. So, yes, I'm not afraid to call up somebody when I need help. Charlie, let's do this together. I have this idea, I think you fit, or I have this idea of a joke, I think you can say it better. I'll give it to you, because it's part of what makes you grow as an individual, as a brand. So it's easy for me to just walk to somebody. I don't do that. I am senior and you are junior. No. Everybody has something, and that's what makes them unique. So when you need it, you walk to them, and then if it calls for it, just I will put it on paper. Contract.
It's necessary, right? That's good. Yeah. But talking about, there's issues about the corporate Ghana, let me say, and then the creative industry as a whole. You have a seat at both tables, being a creative, being in the corporate field, and with your knowledge and background in business and everything. What is it that you feel like creatives are not doing right? And what do you think we can do better to strengthen that synergy or collaboration with corporate Ghana?
I think we're doing the best we can when it comes to selling ourselves, but then I feel we are not putting ourselves there that much. I feel like in
what way?
Promoting ourselves and
you think we're not doing well?
I'm not saying we are not doing well, but it has to be strategic.
Okay.
Brand positioning is strategic. So the artist shouldn't put himself in that position as a brand manager.
Okay.
You don't play those roles. Get people to, play those positions for you so that they do it right. Those that have people doing that for them, you can see that their brand is solid, or it's getting the retractions or the tractions that is needed. So I feel that's where we are like a bit lacking, getting the right people. I don't know which artist does consultancy, goes for brand consulting to know that, Charlie, sometimes you talk to a person, you're like, Charlie, what are your goals? What's your short term? What's your mid term? They don't. But then if they had walked to a brand consultant, and you see, most of them don't see themselves as a brand.
Yeah.
So that's even a problem.
Yeah.
So walking to a person who is a brand consultant to know that, okay, this is where I want to position my brand, this is what I want to be known for. I ask one person, so your music, who are your target audience? So on your MOBL, and so once you know your target, you don't care what another person is doing.
Yeah.
You know that these are my targets, so I'm trying to hit at these people and get my returns from these people. So when you have only 5 people listening to your song, you are not really worried, because your target probably are not social media people, or they are Gen Zs, and that affects how you even promote yourself, how you look, what colors, your hairstyle, all those things. But we don't put those elements in our lane when it comes to pushing ourselves.
Yeah.
I'm a musician, so I know I have to post on social media. What kind of pictures? What kind of background? What kind of colors am I wearing? What are my captions? Am I picking up a CSR? Because, what kind of message am I putting out there? Am I a conscious musician, or, all these
they all
things?
Count.
Yeah, come in there. So I feel once we're able to get those things in place, it will help us push up. And then the corporate will also know that we are taking their tangent. Because if I want an MTN to notice me, I have to know what MTN's mission and vision is, where they are heading towards, what they are doing, to know whether I can align with it as an artist. With that one, when they are coming for me, they know that, okay, this person is, last year ended the show on mental.
Yeah, the therapy.
You understand? He had already brought us some songs, etc. in that tangent.
Album.
So once the corporate entity realized that this is something he's doing, they didn't go for any other person. They came straight to him. That's brand positioning.
Yeah.
So he positioned himself in that place.
Yeah.
And then the corporate, so it met together. But then if they are doing mental something, then they want to go and take an artist who is not even in any way
promoting mental health or anything of that
exactly,
sort.
Yeah.
And do you think from the policy level, enough has been done by policymakers?
I got them starting here.
Yeah, very cool. Who fight?
I feel there's a lot that needs to be done. And they say policy, but then a policy can only be a policy when it's enforced.
Yeah.
Exactly, and then we know that it has effect. But when you say we've actually put some policies down and then we are not getting any result from it, then you can call it a policy. And I feel that the arts, I don't call it entertainment because it goes beyond it. It's arts and entertainment. That sector is one sector that I think has the least attention.
The arts.
Yes. And I will debate this every day. I don't really mind who says otherwise. But to me, I feel that it is one of the most deprived sector. And if they put they put a lot of resources in there and they pay attention there, we can really make a lot out of it. Because we are wearing political suit, which is a Chinese way. Right? It's not a Ghanaian thing.
Yeah.
How did we get it? It was through their arts.
Yeah.
We wear rappers, sometimes even sound like Nigerians. Why? Because of their arts. They sold it to us. Yeah. People want to travel to America and Canada. Why? It's because of what they see in their movies. Etc. The arts. So if we are not consciously trying to promote our arts and entertainment, then it will be difficult for us to sell ourselves out there.
Yeah.
And that is where I feel that the government and every other policy stakeholder or whoever is in charge should consider and come. Because when we put up a production, I feel we employ a lot of people in a day than every other sector.
To execute various tasks.
Now we have just one porous national theatre, which is not even up to standard. And we don't have any other places to even take our works across. So that alone is limiting. Yeah. And the rest.
Etc. Etc. Means don't cry. Don't cry.
Mate.
So from where you're sitting, how's the future looking like for entertainment? Or let me say the arts in Ghana?
It has a bright future. It has a bright future. Shout out to someone like Chief Woman.
Yeah.
Just came back from
Mansa,
with the Mansa tour thing, and I think he's doing very well. There are a lot: George Quaid, Latif, Fifi Coleman, Jan Sapor, Superfarm, Uncle Ebo. We need more, but if they are not doing at the National Theatre,
where else?
They are done. You get it. So, if we are going to have about 10 of these people, that means we have like 20 or 50 production houses.
Yeah. National
Theatre is too small.
Small, yeah.
Right. And then all these people are telling different stories, different type of arts, presenting different, entertainment. So that means that we should spread it so that it's not just limited in Ghana. But that said, I just want to say that there is a future. That one there is so bright because the talents that we see out there, if they all, get the experience and they come up, trust me.
More things will go on.
I don't know. Oh, I'm corporate.
I don't know who is influencing me right now.
That's Tanaka. Yeah, man,
Oh.
Yeah, you.
Hey, Foster.
I'm sorry. I'm trying my best. Yeah.
People have lamented the issue about TikTok stars stealing jokes from comedians and, and let me say, claiming fame with them and all that. How do you shoulder all that pressure?
When you are doing your SWOT analysis, you realize that there's a T in there. You have threats. Exactly. Yeah. So definitely you can't run away from threats. You just have to look at how you either beat it or you bring that to your advantage. Yeah. So we can't say that that will go away. No matter what, technology has come to stay. The only thing is that we have to find a way of using that to enhance what we do. So for me, I think that's all we can do. you can't tell them not to upgrade. You can't tell them not to bring all these platforms. But I will urge these people who actually use most of the comedians' works that just acknowledge them. Because you and I know that at the end, and you'll be at the end of it.
Yeah.
We all, they say there's nothing new under the sun, we understand. Yeah. But then when you get inspiration from somebody, it's only fair that you acknowledge that, oh, I got the inspiration from this. I got it from there.
The source.
Exactly. And that's so nobody will come and beat you. So yeah, for that one, I think they should do that. But we can't take it away. We just look for ways to get them to help them. Yeah.
You've been in the broadcasting business.
Yeah.
What are some of the unique offerings you're going to bring on board to make this broadcasting industry a better one in this country?
Yeah, we are trying our best to bring every creative fiber in our beings. We are also reaching out to other people to, tap from their resourceful ideas. So we realize that we can't do it alone. I'm there not because I can do it all. I'm there because probably I have what it takes. So then all I have to do is just call on minds, get, sample them, get people to give their recommendations here and there. So yeah, for a great TV experience, we're going to bring them. And your station better watch out.
It's all love,
We're coming.
It's all love, yeah?
We're coming, I'm saying. We are coming for a merger.
Hey, yeah.
Joy bin. I don't see ourselves as competitors. I feel we are all doing what it takes to just bring entertainment to the Ghanaian populace. And so, I don't think it's competition.
Yeah.
I see more of, but yeah.
But how do you deal with competition? Not just with broadcasting, but even how do you deal with competition?
Life is competition.
In itself.
No matter how you don't want to admit that as competition. Like you were talking about comparison. That's competition either. So you just have to be yourself. And like I said, make sure that you're doing your best. If that's your best, the rest will fall in place. So yeah, somebody might do it better than you, or you do it better than somebody. So at a point you win, at a point you lose, at a point someone else will win. You just have to accept that that's how the life is. But you just have to do your best. Yeah.
Let's talk about your music career.
Not mine. That's Samini, sorry.
That one is copyright.
I disclaim. Mine
That's a copyright
Rambo
infringement.
Style, yeah.
Rambo Style. That's yours? I heard it somewhere.
No.
That's you. Oh, interesting.
Dancehall comedian.
I know you have 2 singles out.
Yeah.
How's the music business going?
We haven't really pursued it. For music, I would say I haven't done much justice. I've not put my 100% in there. Yeah, but then it's something that I'm hoping to. It's gradual.
Yeah.
When you're building a brand, oh my God.
Why you know what he said?
Yeah, you have to find a way of getting people to get the whole idea that this is who you are. You have, because sometimes when people have this about you, it's difficult for them to embrace the other side. So you can't just give it to them at once like that. It's gradual. Yeah. So the music, I will not stop. I'm going to pursue it. I did a concert last year, Proskinio. It was a worship. I had like 6 or 7 gospel songs that I recorded on that day. I'm working on it to release them. So yeah, there'll be some songs in the coming months or the coming days. I'm going to release more songs. But those ones I'll actually promote it. Yeah, I will not just release it and leave it. That was what I did for the first 2. But the subsequent ones, it was just to test the market. I realized that, there's potential. So now I'm going to put in my best there too. So watch out. Who's your favorite artist?
Who else? I mean, that's something we share in common.
That's why we can't compete. So I was going to say I'm coming to take over, but
we have that in common. I know, right? We have that in common.
It's easy right here. Oh, big up to man like Samini.
Yeah.
He has done a lot for me though, indirectly. because I got a lot of inspiration from him when I was growing up.
Yeah.
And sometimes most of the craft that I put out is from things I've learned from him back in the day.
You watch and, you know, observe.
Hey,
and
those
pick
days,
up a thing or two.
I'll sit at the internet cafe, buy airtime just to watch his videos, his interviews. So at a point, I could talk like him.
I know, right?
Yeah,
Mimicking him and all that.
It was that. He was deep. He's still deep.
Yeah.
And some of his songs also brought me out of certain places that I didn't want to be. You know, growing up when they tell you that, oh, they're on your hair, oh, you know, friends are despising you because they expect something you are not there, and they say, oh, choice, Kopong, Ononinyang Kontong.
Exactly.
You know, so his lyrics, some of them, you know, kept me going. You know, like a music man like this, 5 attempts without a hit. Yeah, I wonder. A man with a focus never flop.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, those words there kept me going, and yeah, I was like, who is this man? And they said I sound like him. I'm like, wow, and yeah, shit.
Well, interesting. I mean, I love that we have that, you know, thing in common. Yeah, it's a good
when
look.
you know just say
We have something.
and you know
I since the first day I'm having a side attraction like this. I so easy.
I was trying to be corporate.
No, but can you?
Then that would not be first time.
I know, right?
I'm who I am, but I joined there. We use that.
Oh yeah, it's very necessary.
It's
Life is too short to take it serious, right?
Charlie, even the life itself is not serious. Life himself is not serious. Have you met life before? He's so not serious.
Very.
Somebody can have qualifications R to PhD, no near Juma. No big cry, you know, you see, or you see, you know, it tells you it's a life now, yes, sir.
Yeah.
Only pattern. Or no life, no conscious, no, only.
I know, right?
Only strategy.
No sequential.
No, yeah, so yeah, he's not serious. Now we are supposed to take this. Disclaimer. Where's she up? Me coming on the right and I left him boso.
Go this way.
Like this.
Yeah.
Me na hua pa na.
Baby, it's looking good. On
top
of some mirror shoes, yeah?
Yeah, and if I turn around also. Shouts to Ola Michael.
Baby. Foster.
Disclaimer.
Back on track.
Yeah, let's get back on track. You were saying, please.
So, I mean, comedy. People have queried and, you know, they've questioned, when does a joke cease to be a joke? Especially when it plays on the sensitivities of people. As a comedian.
A joke.
When does
never ceases to be a joke. A joke is a joke. How then do you qualify it as a joke? It's a joke. And let the people have this, that a joke always, at all times, is at the detriment of another person. If I'm talking about a pastor, everybody is laughing at the pastor. So I don't see why everybody is laughing at the pastor, and when I switch it to another person, then it becomes I've crossed the line. You understand?
Yeah.
When it is meant to be a joke. Unless I'm saying that this person directly is that, saying things I'm not supposed to say. But I'm placing the element in a scenario called a joke. First place, it is not serious. It is a joke. So when I'm saying, what can I use? I was trying to get one that, you know, I got criticism for it, but I've forgotten.
Could it be about politics?
Mostly, you get that about the politician. But then that one there is normal because we are all friends, you know.
Yeah.
The whole context was, the setting was on a stage, the element of a joke. Definitely a joke will hurt someone or two. If I'm talking about Honorable Sam George, probably talking about LGBTQ, and I'm putting him in that context, it's just because he's made something about it. I'm not disrespecting his personality as Honorable Sam George. If I'm talking about Mahama as a president, I'm not disrespecting his office. I'm just putting him in a scenario of what probably has happened or he said. And there's never a time where a comedian has said something that is out of the blue, or it's probably something he said, something he's done, something they've observed, and they're just bringing it. And then they're trying to put other. It's just for them to understand that one way or the other, joke doesn't mean that the person on the stage is insensitive. If I'm talking about my life and I had a friend who was blind in there, I'm not disrespecting people living with disability. It's because I had that. Sometimes what we say on stage is the truth.
Yeah.
So it's not like I'm disrespecting them, but that is what happened, or that is the story. So once we are done there, we are done. It doesn't go off the stage. It was said under the influence of comedy.
But have you ever lost a business deal over a joke you shared on stage or something? I mean, people can get offended and maybe you need something from them and they go like, no, because of this thing you said about me.
It's true.
Have you ever lost?
Before. Yeah. I was supposed to get a gig, and then I think a video will be like that, or one joke that I said. I think the person got offended, but I mean, it's one of those things. It won't stop us from pursuing the joke. But yeah, I mean, it's individual traits. Obiani how we deal with those things. We don't come on stage that we are coming to insult our patrons, or we are coming to insult people. It's for fun. But Obiani where I feel say there should be a limit to. Maybe the person on the stage doesn't think that thing was going to be, disrespectful. But then you can only apologize and say you didn't mean it. You can't help it. As long as it brings a laugh. If the we cried down at the age you cried in the bed. Oh yeah. I've used a dead body in a joke before. At his funeral.
At his funeral. But how could you?
He was a friend.
At the funeral.
He was a friend. And me and him go away. You know, we call to and say, ja, web. Sorry,
I don't know. So, I mean, comedians lately we now see, just like the musicians are, all of you have your own shows that you've been hosting. Some are annual, some are quarterly and all that. I know you have Romanus Incomplete.
Happening live.
Every year.
22nd December.
22nd December, this time around.
We were supposed to do 23rd, but we had a little... So we are doing 22nd.
Are you also having issues with the stadium setup? Or?
Ours is... Let's just say we have 22nd. Yeah, so this year is 22nd December, still at the National Theatre.
Okay.
For 7 p.m., 150 CDs, 250 VIP.
And that's even Samini's birthday.
22nd?
Yeah, that's his birthday.
Ooh, yes, yes. I think I have to.
What are there what should we expect? Any surprises?
My show is full of surprises.
I know, right?
You know, right? So
but this year, what should we expect?
A lot of it.
A lot.
A lot of it. This year, oh my God. Oh my God. The pressure alone.
I know, right? From the bougie general manager.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Oh my God. Now I have to come. You say I'm about my coat.
Oh.
I'll come and say my jokes as a general manager.
Yeah.
I'll come and say my jokes as a comedian.
Too much.
You just give me. I come and say my jokes.
You know what I'm saying?
How much is?
I will send my invoice.
Oh, yeah. Let me call my PA. Oh, that's you.
So how are you guys profiting from these shows, personal shows? Because then when you host a show, I know other comedians are going to come on board to support you.
Yeah.
Do you pay? I doubt if there's that sort of agreement or that friendship, or for the sake of you, I will show up there. So then you are performing, but then nothing comes in, even though you are building your own craft. So how are you profiting from this? People have explained about GRE, the taxes and everything. Tickets are not selling.
That's why it's annoying when government comes and do a lot of things. But you see, we don't mind. We'll still do it. But yeah, taxes element there, they ball, but sometimes when you are starting, mostly when we start, we are not looking at the whole profit bit. much, even though it's to build your craft. Eventually, it's going to pay. But then we have some corporate institutions who support us, so it doesn't put a lot of pressure on us. And we say big ups to all of them who are supporting us. And we just pray that they more come to, support it. And that's why when there's that attention, corporates will also know that there is something here for us, because everything they do to promote themselves is by using the arts, the adverts they do, getting influencers, etc. So we just pray that they would come more. But then, profit, gradually, it's as it builds, it comes. And big ups to all the other comedians supporting each other. I mean, that's the way to go. And eventually, we hope it will get there. So doesn't mean we make loss too.
I mean, you've touched on the part where you claim for you it's nothing about strategy, it's just grace. So we may not know what the future holds, but you're just trusting the one who holds the future. And then let me ask, so what for Foster Romanus, what's the future looking like? What is that legacy you want to be remembered for?
So I want to be remembered for a lot of things. Most importantly will be that one person who didn't shy from pursuing every ability he had. That's why I don't care what people say, that you are confusing brand here. Then no, I believe that God put the gift in you for a purpose. You have to utilize it and make sure that when you get up there, you tell God, even though I didn't make money from it, I still pursued every gifting. That is to also inspire another person that it doesn't matter how little your gift is, pursue it. So I am that person drumming that no matter who you are, there's a gift in you. You can have one, you can have 5. If you have one, put your 100 in the one. If you have 5, don't let one slip. Bring all into suka na nimtia. Who could do stage? Say me tunte so. I'm just saying.
I know.
So whatever ability you have, I want to be known that it is Foster who made me. Who inspired me to pick up. Because people think that, oh, I have this small gift here. Hey, who told you? If it is not necessary, God wouldn't have given it to you. Then we don't have this little finger. But there are a lot of things you can do, you can't do if this finger is not part of it. So just know that every ability you have in you is for a purpose. Pursue it with everything you have. If you have 1, give it your 100. If you have 2, give it your 100. And by that, I am here. If you need help, enter my DM and tell me this is what I have. I don't know how to bring it out. I don't know how to go about it. I am a brand consultant. I'll help you position your brand. I have kind of saying success stories, but just I don't say them because I want to respect. Nipanoko can't find, but that's what I do. If you have that gift and you really want to pursue it, get in touch. I'll sit you down and I'll help you draw your business.
Your PA is here. Let them come through your PA.
Exactly. Get my PA. Get my PA. Register. We're going to sit you down, draw a whole business plan for you and get you started. And trust me, if you're consistent, 2 years, that's a grace I have. That's one day. I was going to say at the end, but since you've brought it, so just hit me up. I'm going to help. It doesn't matter whether it is entertainment or any field. Any field except robbery and prostitution.
Is that not a brand?
Nah, that one is not a brand. I don't build those brands. I don't build prostitution and then armed robbery. But every other, legal brand, I am there for you. I can help you build it, lift it to wherever you want to lift it to.
And what would be your advice to entrepreneurs or other youngins who look up to you and want to be like?
I'm a bro. I'm a break entrepreneur.
Oh, I know part of them.
It's tough.
Yeah.
But I can tell you that it's rewarding. Unless you are not patient, then you can't be an entrepreneur. Because one of the highest area of being an entrepreneur is patience, building a brick by brick. So if you are an entrepreneur and you don't have patience, then please, you are not an entrepreneur. If you want to be an entrepreneur, go to patience school. Get a certificate in patience, because it doesn't happen just like that. It takes time, consistency, failures. If you don't admit failure as part of the journey, you can't be an entrepreneur, because in entrepreneurship, we don't fail, we learn.
We learn.
So your failure is your learning. Your success is also your learning. So just be patient and pursue whatever. Yeah, and you see, yesterday I was talking to a friend of mine. When he was talking, I was like, hey, this is where you are thinking, then I'm nowhere near you. The ideas the guy is talking about, Charlie Foster, I want to say me by the time I'm here, I'm done. Like,
yeah,
hey, bro, yeah, I'm like, hey, I'm thinking small. Me cry me there, me see a baby. Yeah, you know. So don't let that dream scare you. But just that, a process. Most of the time, when we get the dream, we feel say it comes with some adrenaline. I always say, me start here because
it's gonna thrive. You know?
Exactly. Yeah. It doesn't work like that, because God gives you that vision of the end. He doesn't give you the process. So once you see the end, it makes you think that, Charlie, immediately, like, I saw this place, Charlie, if I start transport business, no, man, I'm gonna have some empire, some cars passing. No, bro. That is God, that you need him. That's how God works. Yeah. So God told David that I'll make you great. He didn't tell David that Saul wanted to kill him. No. Yeah. So that is just to say that if you come to me, this is what you have. But the journey, bro, it's time, consistency, hours of reading and learning and you know and all that. But eventually, it will pay off. It's
never win or lose. It's win or learn.
That's why I'm my PO. It's never win
or lose.
It's
win and learn.
Boss, my nigga.
Yo!
Boss.
Pastor.
Yeah, let me be serious.
We are done.
When you're trying to be serious, it's over. And the end to us.
We are done being serious now. Okay. We are wrapping up, man.
Oh, where's the rapper? Is that a musician rapper or a gift rapper? Or?
No, we are just wrapping up the show, like broadcasting rapper.
Oh, broadcasting rapper. Yeah. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, this is where we bring the show to an end. My host was...
Yo!
My host is...
Amele Josu.
Amele Josu, a.k.a.
Saminiwa.
The wife of Sami.
Disclaimer.
Oh, boy.
Disclaimer.
Watching me, I shed them. Wait, no, Samini, where did they throw my own?
Disclaimer, please. It's my show.
Hello. I can't bro teaching, I know yet. Okay. Nisi mo dress now. Penny wants to
Pastor, I don't have a lawyer.
You don't have a lawyer?
No.
Osi only lawyer. So Samini, you can't sue her. Usu uncha toli each and every day. Honam we unya bin design.
Samini, I am the one who will wrap up, not you.
Oh, you should have said that. Disclaimer.
I don't know if it was more of comedy than entrepreneurship, but I trust you enjoyed watching Celeb Biz today. Thank you so much, Foster.
Thank you so much.
For making time.
For giving me time.
Till I come your way again.
Same time.
My name. Let me say my name. Till I come your way again, my name, as always,
Romanus,
is Amele Josu.
Romanus. O for Romanus.
And this is Celeb Biz. Thank you for watching. Stay safe. God bless.